Sorry to cut out on you like that, sis, right after you got here, but business before pleasure, you know what I mean?
Pretty strange place to do business, isn't it, Luke?
Look, I don't tell you how to run your life, so don't tell me how to run mine, okay?
I wasn't. I just...
Enough small talk. Why'd you call me?
Luke, you're my brother. I had a problem. It's only now.
Oh, Bobbie, come on. This is Luke you're talking to. You've been back in Port Charles for over a year now. This is the first word I've heard from you in all that time.
How'd you know I was back?
Kid, I know everything. Vito Monero told me.
That creep. You still hanging out?
Watch your mouth when you talk about my friends, okay? So, you gonna be a real trained nurse? You living in a posh apartment with some older nurse? That's quite a change in lifestyle.
All right.
Sure. Except now you need a favor from your big brother. Guess I shouldn't be surprised at that. Why else would you call me?
Oh, Luke, I'm sorry. I would have...
Oh, save it, Bobbie. You've always been ashamed of your family, so none of us dropped dead from shock when you cut us off. But like you said on the phone, when the heat is on, the Spencers stick together. So come on. Tell me what's with this high school kid who's on parole or something that you want to even the score with. Sure, I read all this myself when it first broke. Laura Weber. Tell me, how come you were all in a sweat over some high school kid that knocked off her lover?
Listen, Luke, I don't want to go into all the grisly details. This chick has been trouble for me for a long time.
You never had any trouble before getting rid of people who got in your way? What's the matter, baby? You losing your touch?
I tried to handle it myself today. Too many people at that hospital know how I feel about her. They're going to be watching every move I make. So from now on, I can't have anything to do with her personally. It could ruin everything I've worked so hard for.
Oh, I know that look, Bobbie. I'd hate to be on the receiving end. Okay. What do you want me to do about her?
I want her sent off to reform school. That's where she belongs, and that's where she'd be if her parents weren't famous doctors with big, expensive lawyers to pull strings and get her off. What? What's so funny?
Oh, baby, you got the wrong number.
What?
Look, I got no pull with the juvenile court. Oh, look, you want her roughed up a little bit. I talked to a couple of the boys here about that.
No. Will you listen? I got a plan. I mean, I can't handle it myself. I need someone to pull it off for me. So listen, and listen very carefully.
Okay, sis, I got it. I know a setup when I hear one.
What do you think?
I'm impressed.
Will you do it?
Well, I can't guarantee it'll work, but I'll go along with it.
Thank you.
Hey, come on, don't get carried away. Hey, come on, tell me something.
What?
What's in this for you? I mean, besides evening the score with this Weber chick.
Maybe the guy will give me the life I've always wanted.
Oh, sure. I should have guessed that. There had to be some guy in this somewhere.
Look, just don't do anything until I tell you to, okay?
Sure. I won't call this Higgins until you tell me to.
All right, but keep the number handy because it's going to happen fast.
Okay.
Right.
Where are you going?
Home. I got to think this through very carefully.
Look, it sounds to me like you already did. Hey, come on, stick around. Let me buy you another drink. Let's come over here to the booth over there. Meet a couple of my friends, huh?
Not tonight, Luke.
Right. Still ashamed of everybody, aren't you? And their friends. You hear from Cousin Lorraine lately?
No. And I don't expect to. Listen, look, I gotta get going. Thanks again for coming to my rescue.
What's family for? Right? Is that you?
Yes.
Well, what do you know? I didn't expect to hear from you again so soon. All that time you've been back to Port Charles, you never called me once.
Luke, that's why I'm calling. I ran into somebody tonight who remembers me from when I was staying with Cousin Lorraine in Jacksonville.
Did you? Well, like I always said, baby, it's a small world.
Luke, don't kid around. I'm frightened and I need some advice on what I'm going to do about this.
You're really all shook up about it, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, look, if it's all that serious, why don't you come over here? We'll talk to it.
I'm at the Floating Rib, and I'm having dinner with Jessie Brewer and Dan Rooney. That's the lady that
Well,
I
look,
live
if you're
with.
all tied up, forget it.
No. Okay, I'll make some kind of excuse and I'll get away. But wait for me, because I really need to talk to you, Luke.
I think you're making too much out of this thing.
I am not.
Okay, I understand why you don't want anybody to know about the time you spent in Florida. I heard all about it from Lorraine. But come on, Bobbie, this Jamison guy doesn't even live in Port Charles. What would he want to tell anybody about it for?
Luke, I don't know, but I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Now, there's something very strange about him. He's got one of the doctors at the hospital involved in something that is making that doctor very nervous right now. I'd like to know more about him if I could.
Well, all right. I'll try to get a rundown on him from some of my connections. But if the guy has nothing to hide, I can't find out
Look,
anything.
he does, I'm sure.
What are you afraid of? This guy Scotty is going to find out about?
Yes, but it's not just him, it's everybody else, too.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. When are we going to put our little plan into action against Laura Weber? I'm ready to move on that whenever you say so.
I have more ideas about that. I gotta think them through. I'll get back to you about it.
You know, Bobbie, I think you've got a little more of the Spencer blood in you than you like to admit.
What is that supposed to mean?
Only that as panicked as you are about this Jamison guy spilling the beans about your little secret, you forget all about that as soon as I mention evening the score with Laura Weber. And that means, little sister, she's number one on your mind.
You're right, she is. Cal Jamison has me scared. I don't know what his game is. It scares me.
All right. What's all this about the lodge over the lake?
I want you to call and make a room reservation. Make it in the name of Scotty Baldwin.
They gonna use it?
Nope.
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. Just do what I'm telling you to do. Didn't you used to work in the summers as a garage mechanic?
Yeah, 3 long years.
I thought so. That's going to come in very handy for what I have in mind.